Well, I'm in my final city in Poland before I move on to the Ukraine, and I'm in a place called Zamość. And as you can see, I'm really living the life of luxury here. Look at this. 2 beds there, 1 bed there. That's what I slept in last night. As you can see, I've made the bed. And unfortunately there's no socket around here, so this is my office. And that's where I sleep. Anyway, it's like literally 1 o'clock and I've not done anything, so it's time to get out and have a look at old Zamość. So this is where I'm staying, above the corner pub, or pub corner. They can't seem to make their mind up what it's called. And it's closed. Opens on Wednesday. There's a Vietnamese restaurant here, bang opposite. That was also closed last night. Yeah, so when I came out last night to get some food, it was really dark. And I mean really dark, like the street lights don't kick out much light at all. So I thought I'll head into the main square. There'll at least be, you know, some kebab shops or something like that. So I came into the main square, which, to be honest, is bloody lovely. But nothing was open. It was so dark, and there's no food places. So I'm stuck in a place that has no cooking facilities above a pub that's closed, in a town that has no food options after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So a couple of restaurants are in the square, and 1 or 2 of them were open, but it sounded very formal. There's like a pianist in there, and yeah. So I thought, I've ended up booking, I'm here for 5 nights. What the bloody hell am I going to do for 5 nights? What am I going to eat? I can't live off of Zabka sandwiches for 5 nights. This is the town hall. And check these out. It is actually a UNESCO city because of this square. You can see why, it's beautiful. So when I was looking for somewhere to stay in Zamość, I looked for places in the centre, and where I'm staying in the corner pub is bang in the centre. So I think I might have made an error with that, because there's nothing in the centre. It's a historical centre, but there's no bars or 1 or 2 restaurants. But I think people might stay outside the centre and come into the centre to visit the historical square. Because I was looking for even fast food last night, like kebabs or even McDonald's or KFC, and they're about 35 minutes walk away. Oh, this looks nice though. Let's go and have a look at that. Right after a Zabka stop. See, Zabka, they can't get in the square, but they'll get bloody close to it. Well, that was the worst Zabka experience ever. I mean, normally, because there's so many Zabkas in Polish cities, that you're in and out in no time. But that one is a pretty small one, and as far as I know, it's the only one around for miles. So it was filled with Polish teens all buying hot dogs for their lunch. I wanted a chuffing Coke Zero, and it took about 10 minutes. Right, so of the 6 or 7 things to do in Zamość that I've saved to my maps, this is one of them. So that's not going to take long, is it? Hopefully this is the biggest church in the world, and it'll take about an hour to walk around it. Otherwise I'm going to have done all of Zamość in about 10 minutes. And I've got 5 days here. So this is the southern side of the old centre of Zamość. and the defensive walls, which have been recreated, surround the whole of the centre. And just there's a sign that says Jazz Club. Is there life in Zamość? It's quite a nice day. The sun's not out, but it's actually quite warm. And well, I found a little park, so I'll sit down and maybe look at some ducks or something. Oh, it's a very nice park. There's no bugger in it though. I think this may well be the quietest place I've ever visited. Seriously, where are all the people of Zamość? I found a nice little coffee shop. I've got Americano. I saw a fiddling around with this thing and I said, can I have a proper cup? And she said yes, and then gave me this anyway. So, language barrier again. Hate drinking out of these things. Anyway, here goes. This is the Zamość synagogue, which was built in the 17th century and completely destroyed by the Nazis. They used it as stables and then destroyed it, but it was renovated and is supposed to be open, but doesn't appear to be. Oh, hang on, maybe it is. Well, I was getting excited then. Put on mass before entering the synagogue. It's open from Tuesday to Sunday. Today's Tuesday. Yep. Balls. Absolutely no interest. Come on, you on film, do something. Well, maybe that's just a technical problem that they're having today. Can always try again tomorrow. It's not as if there's a great deal else to do in old Zamość. It does look a bit livelier today, certainly more lively than it was last night. Bloody hell, it's heaving now, look at it. It's all kicking off. Right, I suppose I should climb these steps to the old town hall then. That's a thing that people do.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So these things seem to be the latest craze with the youths of Zamość. You'll be able to hear them. There was one. They love them. They literally walk through the square and every one of these little kids are throwing their little buggers. They've got some as well. They're going to start attacking me with them. I'd say it's a beautiful market square. It is actually a square as well. It's 100 metres by 100 metres. The guy that designed this town is actually Italian, and so he came to Poland to create the perfect city. And its Renaissance buildings is what gave Zamość its UNESCO status. So I'm looking underneath the 3 Armenian houses now, and there is information about all 3, and actually in English as well. So this one's the Under the Madonna house. Let's have a look. There we go. And this one's the Under the Married Couple house. Right, that's up there. And the third one is the Under the Angel house. See if we can spot the angel. Oh, there she is. Just there. I'm starting to like Zamość. It is a beautiful city. The only problem I had with it last night was that absolutely everything was closed. It doesn't feel like any other city in Poland, that's for sure. It doesn't feel like Poland at all. What on earth are they building there? Well, I'm doing some housekeeping now because I left my toothpaste in the last apartment I was in, and to be honest I'm kind of glad because it was bloody horrible. It was some toothpaste that some guy left in the hostel in Warsaw, so I nicked it, and yeah, it's like kind of salt and something or other, so I'm kind of glad I left it. But I do need toothpaste. I also need deodorant, so I've done a search for a Rossmann's, which is one of the like kind of big chemist chains in Poland, and with the hope that it might actually take me into something that resembles a city. And because I also need some new Bluetooth headphones. It's just weird. So much construction going on. The roads have been dug up wherever you go, and so if you're a pedestrian, it's just basically do your best. So I can see the sign for the Rossmann's, but it's not in like a city centre or anything. It's just like one of these business parks. There is a city market, and I can see there's also a Biedronka. It's a strange old place called Zamość. Well, it might be a crazy old place, Zamość, but I have got everything that I wanted. So I got my toothpaste, I got my deodorant, and I even got my Bluetooth headphones, which came to about £13. Another thing as well, when I was in Rossmann's, I helped myself to a few sprays, the old men's fragrance. So I'm smelling better now than I have done in months. And because I've got my mask under here, it means my mask will smell nice as well, rather than smelling like stale Polish craft beer and kebab. Happy days. Okay, it's 4 o'clock. I've had a successful shopping trip. It's time for a beer, I think. Now, just down here, apparently there's a bar which is kind of themed to be like Poland during communist times. So it's a Soviet bar, basically. I'm hoping it's open. I'm hoping it's even here. Can't see any signs of a bar here. Google Maps puts it on that corner, but the actual address is on the next street, so no wonder I can't bloody find it. So I'm stood outside the place now. You can see where the blue dot is. That's where Google Maps says it is. Doesn't even look open on it. Oh, maybe. Yes. Have a further.
Strąciłaś w głąb i tylko pomyśl sobie w dogodniejszej porze o tym, co już przez ciebie kąpać się nie może.
Literally just around the corner from my hotel is this place, Asia Bar, which is actually a milk bar. I've just filled myself up on chicken and potatoes. That's it for my time in Zamość. It's an interesting city. It's unlike any other city I've been in Poland. And yeah, it's been a nice place to chill out for 5 days before I move on. It's also my last city in Poland. I've been travelling around Poland for about 9 weeks, with a few weeks in Czech Republic in between, and I move on tomorrow to Ukraine. And I've got to say, I bloody love Poland. It's such a beautiful country. The people are really warm and friendly, and I'm gonna miss this old place. So if you're thinking of travelling in Poland, then take a look at my vlog, because I've been to just about every part of it. And also the Zamość vlogs, there is also one of the Zamość Zoo, and also I did a trip to Zamosc, the death camp, so I'll go and check them out as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the Ukraine. Bloody hell.